In the Generation 3 of Pokemon, the franchise introduced one of the most game-changing additions in Pokemon history as they gave us abilities. Typically, a Pokemon usually has anywhere from 2 to 3 abilities, but some Pokemon like Ultra Beast, Paradox Pokemon only have one choice in Beast Boost, Photosynthesis, or Quark Drive respectively. Some abilities, like the ones I just stated, are all insanely broken. However, what's the best Pokemon ability ever? I asked my YouTube community that very question, so let's see what they came up with. If you want to be part of these videos in the future, please respond to the YouTube community tabs or join the Discord in the description below. My name is JaCubAsAlways and we upload daily Pokemon content, so please subscribe as we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers by year's end. With your help, I know we can get there. Before we go over my take and everyone else's too, let's look at the criteria for this. Number 1, this cannot be an exclusive ability for one specific Pokemon or a group of Pokemon, so no Solar, Beast Boost, etc. And 2, there must be at least 3 Pokemon, counting separate evolution lines, that have this ability. With that being said, here are mine. Number 1, we have adaptability, which is ridiculous. It gives you ×2 instead of 1.5 on all stab moves. Some Pokemon that get this ability are Mega Lucario, Porygon Z, Dragalge, Mega Beedrill, Crawdon, Basculegion, etc. I just think this is really strong, and you just like slap a choice band or choice specs on these mons. Obviously, Mega Lucario, Mega Beedrill can't do that, but they get 7 moves. And Steel Fighting is like really hard to switch into. And the next one I thought of was Moxie. And now there are going to be some Pokemon or some abilities that overlap with others' choices too, so if I pick these abilities, other people might pick them too. But Moxie is really strong too. Like if you get it going like a setup sweeper like Gyarados with Dragon Dance, or Quavel with Aqua Step, or Crocodile, just in general, like a Scarfed Crocodile with Moxie, or Scarfed Heracross, Scarfed Pinsir, Mence with Dragon Dance, or just a Scarfed Mence, just like ridiculous. Like you have to you can play around it. There are counterplay to them if you know they're coming, like in Draft League or something like that, but oh my goodness, sometimes they're really difficult, like in Nuzlocke too. Like if you know they have Moxie and you have to play around it, that's not very fun to play around. But yeah, I think Moxie. I didn't do this in any specific order, but Regenerator, it's also my favorite ability, so I'm a little bit biased towards it, but I still think Regenerator is one of the most busted abilities of all time. Just the fact that you can run Life Orb with Regenerator and just be like, hey, I'm just gonna click a Life Orb high jump kick with Mienshao, and then I'm just gonna switch out. Or you can do Fake Out and then switch out with Mienshao and just get that annoying chip damage like you always want. And then some of my favorite Pokemon with using Regenerator, like the Slowbro line, Slowbro, Slowking, or the Galarian forms as well. Like, oh my goodness. Those are my 3. So to recap, I have Adaptability, Moxie, and Regenerator. So let's get started with yours. Peace Guardian, aka Ahsoka, she says Water Absorb for any ground type or type weak to water. Huge power in Regenerator. She didn't give reasons why, but I am here for Regenerator. I don't really think Water Absorb's like that broken or the strongest. Huge power, obviously, like Azumarill, Mega Medicham. Huge power / pure power. It's the same thing, basically. It literally is the same thing. I don't know why they had to have 2 different things. Why didn't they just have huge power and pure power? But yeah, Mega Mawile is a thing too. Like so many ridiculously strong Pokemon. Diggersby. That's the only reason Diggersby is good at all. Like who runs Cheek Pouch? There's got to be somebody that's ran Cheek Pouch Diggersby before, but like huge power is like infinitely better. So yeah, I agree with the final 2, but Water Absorb, not huge on that, I don't think. Disbelief Samuel says Adaptability, huge power, and Intimidate. So we have 2 Adaptability, 2 huge power, 1 Intimidate, and then 2 Regen. So that's pretty darn interesting that we have some things. Somebody should like put this in the comments down below and like calculate if you want to. Like, you know, that'd be awesome. I'd appreciate it if somebody wants to calculate all these, because I'm not doing it as I go. I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to forget about it. Trust me. Next up, we have Breaky Jakey, aka Tom, says his 3 most broken abilities are huge / pure power. No explanation needed, really. Rockhead gives the ability to use some of the most powerful moves available with no drawback, aka Flare Blitz. Head Smash! Hello, Head Smash, Shoot a Widow, Rockhead, let's go. Gemini Horse, aka Tyler, says Regenerator, Magic Guard, and huge / pure power. So we have a lot of Regenerators, a lot of huge and pure powers, and just broken stuff. Magic Guard is really, really good. Because Clefable, anybody? Reuniclus, Life Orb with Magic Guard is really good. Yikes, that is all I'm going to say. Yami Joshu, aka Josh, says huge power, Serene Grace, and Technician. So I'm going to combine the 2 because he put Anger Point, Defiant, and Technician, and then he put huge power, Serene Grace, and Multiscale, which is kind of conflicting. So we're going to combine the 2 and we'll have both comments show up. So yeah, huge power. We have a lot of those. Serene Grace is actually really underrated. There's like Togekiss line, Jirachi gets it. Sawsbuck randomly gets Serene Grace. Why that gets Serene Grace, I'll never know. But it's pretty cool. Technician, I really like Technician too. Technician's underrated as well. I think more Pokemon should have gone Technician. I mean, there's Breloom, there's Scizor, Scyther line. Did one of the Megas get it? I feel like one of the Megas got it and I can't remember. Mega Sceptile should have gone. That's the ability that Mega Sceptile should have gone. Not Tyler Craig, or Tyler T said. Simple, 1 Simple, 2 Defiant, and 3 Moxie. So yeah, I mean, Simple is like really, really good. Like, I know Bibarel line gets it, Swoop Out line. They basically gave Simple to a lot of crappy Pokemon, didn't they? They didn't really give it to anything that's like really, really good. Hey, GameFreak. Come here, come here. Can you do me a favor? Please give this Simple to a really, really, really busted Pokemon. Thanks. And I don't mean Zipstrike at this time, I promise. Yeah, Defiant is definitely okay, but I think it's more of like a doubles thing than like a singles. Like, sure, you're gonna run it on like King Gambit sometimes, like on singles, but like usually its other ability is better for that. Anyway, but yeah, Moxie is really good. I had Moxie in mind, so I'm not gonna disagree with Moxie and Simple, but Defiant I don't really think is that great. So we have K-Dog says Moody, Shadow Tag, and Magikarp. Honorable mention to Unaware and Huge Power. So Huge Power definitely has been talked about a lot for a lot of people. Unaware is definitely very underrated because like the ability to prevent, like to just not care about your setup or setup Pokemon from the opponent. Yeah, Moody is like okay. Like Smeargle gets it, Bibarel gets it. I like how Bibarel got Simple and it gets this one. And then isn't Octillery another one that gets it weirdly? Octillery is just a weird Pokemon. I didn't know octopuses could be moody. But I'm learning something new every day. And Shadow Tag's really good. I know K-Dog is more of a doubles battler, so you got to tell with Shadow Tag. Wobbuffet's not ran with Shadow Tag. All right, we have Useless Umbreon, says Regen, Moxie, and then Protean / Libero. Let's freaking go. I love those choices. Regen, Moxie, 2 of them that I said, and Protean Libero is really good too. Obviously it got nerfed in Gen 9. Not sure exactly why they decided to nerf it, but they did. Bacon Inferno 2680 says Shadow Tag / Arena Trap, Moody and Regener. Wow, we got another Shadow Tag and Moody person. And then Regenerator. Like, I think we can safely say Regen's the most broken ability of all time. And not just because I said it, but it's also because I said it. But yeah, those are really good abilities. I already touched on Shadow Tag and Moody, but Moody's like so unpredictable. So I don't really know if I can say it's broken, but Shadow Tag is really, really, you have to prepare for it well. Next we have John Williams, who says Scrappy, Magikarp, and then Storm Dream says Lightning Rod. Those are really cool choices. Scrappy is definitely underrated. Like, what's a ghost type with a normal type? Just click the buttons, as I always say. Megalopunny is just like, I'm gonna click these buttons and you can't stop me. Next up, we have Mr. Dark Ducky 879, aka Henry. He says Gen 6 Scale Winds, specifically Gen 6, obviously. We'll touch on that in a moment. And then pre-Gen 9 Protean, and then / Libero, and then Moody. So we have another Moody person. Interesting. Like, I'm so shocked that all these people are choosing Moody. I didn't realize how many people chose Moody until we're talking about it. So good for the Moody people. And then, yeah, Protean's really good. Like, change yourself into whatever type you want. Pretty strong, if you ask me. And then Galewag's in Gen 6. My goodness, Talonflame was like, did Talonflame go to Uber? Pretty sure Talonflame went to Uber in Gen 6. Like, I get it, you don't want to have like a rock type on every single team. Or like, and like electric water type or whatever, but like, damn. Like, I remember Road Marshal was like on every team back then, because it just dealt with Talonflame. Like, when Talonflame was legal, I'm pretty sure it went to Uber. I'm not being stupid, right? Editor, you can say I'm stupid or something, like, on screen if it didn't. You guys can check for me, because I don't feel like checking right now. But anyway, last but not least, we have Kieran Sip, who says, ability, best Pokemon for the abilities that I can think of, huge power / pure power, Pheromosa. I don't want to deal with a huge power Pheromosa. That has 151 speed already, and doesn't it have 151 attack? And 151 special attack, and then 37 defense, and 37 special defense, and then its HP is 73. If I got that right, put a cookie on screen. I got that right, I get a cookie. Figurative cookie. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exact spread. But yeah, I don't want to deal with a huge power Pheromosa. Contrary Deoxys attack, why are we doing this? Psycho Boost? Superpower? I don't think I want to deal with that. I don't know if you want to deal with it. This is absolutely busted. I mean, I love busted things, but oh my goodness. Regenerator, Hisui, and Gujo. Okay, this one actually makes a logical sense. I think Gujo could have gotten this as an ability and no one would have batted an eye. That seems really good though. Not as broken as the other two, but still very good. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the best Pokemon abilities in general. So I think Regen wins. Somebody can leave a comment about whether or not I won. I'm pretty sure it did. So we'll say Regenerator is the best Pokemon ability of all time. And not just because I picked it, but yes it is. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Make sure you guys leave your comments down below on what you think the best Pokemon ability is as well. I'll make sure I heard them and respond if I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day and I love you all. Peace.